What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kamon. Bring guys my White Forest deck profile. Before we start, bro,
So y'all gotta hop off, bro. Oh my god, yo, I posted an early deck profile for y'all had to borrow the cards, and y'all was on my bumper, bro. This deck profile's bad.
You gotta wrap it up, Chief. Oh my god, you're so handsome.
yeah, I know. Even the last one was competent too. But anyways, now that I finally have the cards officially, I can finally show you guys kind of my build. This is gonna be version kind of 1. I'm gonna test out other versions too, like maybe the Centurion, but definitely the Horus version 2 when I get the chance. But I want to get this video out ASAP as soon as possible. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna show you guys main deck and extra, no side deck because I am taking this to locals today in time of uploading this. So I kind of want to get, keep it a secret. But anyways, play testing this deck all night today, literally. So I think the biggest mystery is the extra deck, but I feel like I figured it out a little bit, nothing too crazy. But anyways, let's get right into it. So for the main deck monsters, we are running 3 Estella. Is I'm saying it right? Yeah, a Stellar, sorry, and then 3 Lizette. So 3 and 3. These are the ones you want to see at all times. If you want to run this card at 2, I can kind of see you getting away with it if you really want to / need to, but I still think both of these are 3-ups. These are your starters in the deck. Obviously, this is the best starter in this deck, obviously, but this is the second best starter too. So what this does, I'm going to explain this one first. So while it's in your hand, you send 1 card from your hand or field to graveyard to reveal this card, right? Then if this does resolve, you can summon it to the field and then search, which that's all 1 effect. So they would have to ash this card while it's in your hand. They can't on summon effect search, they can't ash a Veiler because it already happened kind of thing. So kind of like Magnum Mud. If Magnum Mud goes off and you go in phase search, you can't go chain imperm, you know what I mean? What she does, best one ever, while she's on your field, so during the main phase, obviously, you can send 1 spell tracker from your hand or graveyard, hand or field to graveyard to summon out 1 White Forest monster from, 1 spellcaster monster. Is it spellcaster tuner? Yep, one light spellcaster tutor from your deck. Yep, and they both have grave effects, which is pretty good. Her effect, if she's in the graveyard while a spell tracker is sent there this turn to use a monster effect, you can summon her back to your field for free. That's pretty good. So really good body. Encourage yourself. This one, if you summon a spellcaster synchro monster, special summon, right? Let's see. During your opponent's turn, if a light spellcaster tuner is special summon to your field. So if you summon a light tuner synchro monster, you could just summon this back or add it back from your graveyard back to hand. So these 2 can recursive at all times. So you 3 and 3. This does play more into Droll, sure, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, 3 and 3. I wish I low-key wish she was dark, bro. If she was dark, I feel like the deck will be insane because some of the plays you can come up with is crazy. So as it for those right there. This ratio may seem kind of weird, but tweaking it. But so far, this is what I like so far. So I am running double Silva of the White Forest, and I am running the 1 Rusia of the White Forest. So I think 2 and 1 is just fine. If you want to run 3 and 2, you could do that too. But one of the many issues with this deck is opening up with too many monsters and then not enough spell and trap cards. So you kind of want to balance that out on top of the hand traps too. So on normal summon or special summon, search for a White Forest spell tracker from your deck, add it to your hand. That's all it does. While you control a White Forest monster, you can activate this card and send it to your field. Then you can send, and then during the main phase, you can send 1 spell and trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Draw 1 card. They both have grave effects where if they're in your graveyard, you can shuffle back 1 of your White Forest synchro monsters on the field or graveyard, and then summon these 2 back or summon them back to the field, but negate their effects. Which that is how you recycle back all of your White Forest stuff, and you do so many plays. The fact that you can avoid Call by the Grave, etc., Bestials, all that stuff is super good. So yeah, 2 and 1 for me has been working out tremendously, but that's just a me thing though. If you want to run 3 and 2, you can do that too, because this does get you your spell and or trap card. But I found more success running them just like this because you can recycle them. So you don't want to open up too many. So yeah, for those, I am still on the toy box engine because that engine is actually very broken. So we are actually running 3 soldier, and I'm running the 1 toy tank. So the reason why I'm not running only 2 soldier and over 3, one of this deck's biggest weaknesses is opening up with all these monsters, right? But no spell cards, right? So I'm trying to maximize the potential spell cards and trap cards I have on top of my 6 starters. You know what I mean? Because you open up one of these, you want to see a spell card to help you out with those 2. And these are perfect, especially Toy Soldier. So if you guys didn't know, these are counted as spells in your hand also. So, well, sorry, you can set them on the field as spell cards. So that's how that works, right? And they all have their own effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, sent to the field, then you can search for 1 toy box from your deck to your hand. Or if you control toy box on the field already, you can search for 1 level 4 light monster from your deck and add it to your hand. That's what he does. Toy tank, on the field, you contribute them to summon out a level 6 or lower monster from your hand for free. But if you can control a toy box, you can summon 1 from the graveyard instead. So like, this is kind of how you extend. This is kind of how you search. But yeah, like if you don't have toy box, you'll get toy box. So I feel like this ratio is fine, because even if I do see this and I do draw this card, I could just go, okay, cool. Set, normal summon this, effect, send for cost to summon. Even if they want to ash this, Valorous, whatever, you'll still on resolution get your toy soldier, summon them, and then you'll get toy box for free. Then you can link away these 2 if need be, and or still extend. So like, I think that's why you should still play this card, especially at 3. But if you want to play it at just 2, you can do that too. But me, I'm playing more of a pure-ish build. I'm not playing the Centurions because, again, I want to get used to this deck first, and I don't want to like add on to those cards that I'm not really too fond of, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm running these instead. So yeah, actually even the Centurion I still run those. Now for the hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 2 Valor, and then 3 Imperm. You're running Valor 2 because it's searchable in here. If I was not running certain cards, like if I want to run this guy at 2, I would take out this and 1 Valor for 2 Ghost Mourner instead, because again, Valor is searchable and Ghost Mourner is a pretty good card, so you don't lose much value. But yeah, this is it for the hand traps. These 3 are the best, and this is just searchable. I wouldn't play it at 1 because again, I do want to see it in my opening hand if I do have it. So yeah, but again, if you want to run it at 1, you can, because again, it is searchable. So I wouldn't blame you if you did run the card at 1. But yeah, that is it for these hand traps right here. Nothing more, nothing less. Now for the spells. Obviously, 3 toy box. Toy box is actually very, very, very broken. If you see toy box plus 1 of these, aka more so this than this, yo, these 2 alone are full combo, bro. Because it's so stupid. So believe it or not, toy box is actually a soft once per turn. So if you have 2 of these in your hand and you go activate and you go effect to a set and they want to go Ghost Ogre, destroy, okay, that's fine. Activate again, effect to set. You can do that. But anyways, toy box has 3 effects actually, which come in handy super well. So the main effect actually is during the battle phase. If your opponent monster declares an attack, you can send 1 set spell and trap card you control to graveyard to destroy that monster that is attacking. So people tend to actually forget that. And again, if you have 2 of them, you could send both, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you can read the card if you don't believe me. But yeah, other effect, the main effect, you can place 2 toy monsters from your hand, field, graveyard, banish, face down, in your spell and trap card zone. Other effect, you can destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards you control that are face down. So, but yeah, this card is broken. You will always play this card at 3 if you can, because you get so much mileage. Even if you play this deck with the like runic stuff or the Centurion, you'll still play this because this is too good. It's too broken. So yeah, 3 of those, and then other cards is obviously 3 Tales of the White Forest. This card is super good. This is your searcher. Only thing I hate about this card is you have to control either a illusion or a spellcaster monster on your field to use this effect. That's the only thing I do not like, but other than that, it's pretty good. If you control a spellcaster or a illusion monster, you can search for a White Forest monster from your deck, add it to your hand. Also, if it's sent to a graveyard to use a monster effect, you could just set this card again. So, yeah. When I do the Horus build, one of the main combos you'll see is M-Seti plus this card, because you'll go M-Seti, pitch this and M-Seti, you'll search, you'll draw, and then on res, this effect, you'll set it, activate King Sark, summon out M-Seti, that's a spellcaster, and now you can go activate White Forest, because you control a spellcaster, and then you can search for this card right here. And like, that's just off of one M-Seti plus a one this, so like, probably next build, I most likely will be showing you guys the horror stuff because it's super cool, super clean. But yeah, 3 of these. It does suck when you open up with it with nothing else. But again, I want to kind of maximize on the spell cards that I do have along with my White Forest cards that can use their effects, if that makes sense. But again, if you want to run this card at just 2, I can see you running the card at just 2 because again, it does nothing on its own. So maybe this is a 2-0, but for right now, for this first build, running it at 3 just because I've seen some builds run it at 1 actually, which I think you could do that too if you really want to, but I'm just, again, this is build number 1, guys, build number 1. I'm just trying it out at 3, see if I like it. If I don't like it, you know, we'll change it around because y'all know when I like a deck, I update that deck constantly. So as it for those, and then other 3-ups, I'm not running Pot of Prosperity anymore, but I am actually running Crossout Designators in the main, so 3 Crossout along with 3 Droplet plus the 1 called, but I can put it over here actually. So I was actually running Pot of Prosperity because again, I wanted to dig through my freaking deck to get through more things. But I noticed like sometimes if I open up with just this and like 1 spell card, if she doesn't go off, my turn ends. But that's why Crossout is in here too. Crossout plus called by. So like these are pretty fantastic. And like I don't mind banishing some stuff from my extra deck, you know what I mean? But if I don't have to, I won't. You know what I mean? And Droplet is a good board breaker card. And you can actually send your toy cards actually to graveyard to use their effects. Which I think the card... Yep, if it's sent from your spell trap card to a graveyard, right? So let's say you have like Soldier and you have Toy Tank in your hand. You can set both of those. Then you can go... Droplet, you can send both of those to negate 2 monsters. Your opponent can't respond because they're both monsters in the graveyard. Then on res, both of them come back. You know what I mean? Then you get toy, but it's just Droplets are super good, super good. For trap cards, running a few. Some might change, some might not change, but it all depends. So running the 1 Reframing, the 1 Seal Hat Trick, I don't know what it's called, and then obviously the 1 Woes of the White Forest. This card's broken. This lets you summon from your deck or hand and then circle summon immediately. So this is kind of how you get to your Chaos Angel and other things if need be for that turn. Just a good card overall. And again, same thing. Since it into graveyard for a monster effect, you can set it on the same turn. So pretty cool. And there's a cool trick with this card. If you do, let's say your opponent, you have this on the field, right? You go, I activate this card right here to summon from a deck. And your opponent wants to go Ash Blossom, right? You can go Chain Effect, tribute this to summon this or whatever it is you want to. And then on res, you can still set this card again because it was sent to a graveyard for a monster effect this turn. So yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty cool interaction that you can actually do if you want to. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. 40 cards in total. I like it. Again, if there's some ratios bother you, bro, my bad, I guess. But, you know, you can't please everyone, bro. I was getting some comments, man. I'm like, yo, who are y'all talking to? You know what I mean? But anyways, let's go into the extra deck really quick, which I think I kind of got it down to a T of what I like. But again, it's definitely up for change if you do want to change it around. But anyways, for the Synchro Tuners, for the 2s, I'm only running 1, which is the 1 Zapper Shrimp. This card's actually pretty broken. This card is actually better than a Formula because if you summon Formula off of your Diabell's effect, Formula will miss timing because that is a win effect, not an if effect. But this card, if summoned, you can send 1 Spell Tracker from your hand or field to the graveyard to destroy 1 Spell Tracker your opponent controls. So, broken, and then again, during the main phase, you can Synchro Summon again. So, yeah, this card is super good. We don't need Formula, we need this card. Super good. So, yeah, Zapper Shrimp, 1 of those. For the White Forest stuff, for the 6s, 1 Silva, and then 1 Recta. For other 6s, we are running the 1 Tri-Edge, and then the 1 Coral Dragon, round off our 6s. Just playing these cards here, actually, so... On summon, this is a Book of Eclipse. So you summon this card on special summon, not synchro summon. Special summon this card, you book eclipse your opponent's board. Also, all your white forest monsters, or your illusion, your spellcasters, gain 500 attack and defense. And with this one, all your illusion spellcaster monsters can do double piercing to your opponent, so that's pretty good. This one on summon, you can send one spell tracker from your hand or field to the graveyard to search for a light spellcaster monster or a white forest spell or trap card from your deck added to your hand. So that does kind of combine. Again, they all gain 500, and her other effect, your spellcasters and illusions cannot die by a card effect while she's on the field. So your opponent wants to go Lightning Storm, you go, okay, you can summon out your Bells here, or you use her effect to summon this out for free. On res, nothing happens, then on res, you use your effect. So that's why these are pretty good. And again, you bounce them all back with your level 4 tuners for free. Triage is just for drawing a card for free, and it's a light, so it's good for Chaos Angel. And then the same thing for Coral Dragon. You draw a card, you pop a card in the field. It's just super good for that. And when you summon this off of Diabells, you can actually chain block Diabells with this card, believe it or not. So that's why we do run the one Coral Dragon also. That's it for the 6s. 8s, obviously the best one is obviously the Diabells, Queen of the White Forest. Her effect's pretty broken. If she's summoned with a Synchro Tuner monster, you can target one spell track card in your graveyard, add it back to your hand. And that's a once per turn thing. Her other effects are, when your opponent uses a monster effect, right, or a card in general, you can send one spell trap card from your hand or field to the graveyard, but she'll summon one Synchro Tuner from your deck, grave, or banish to the field for free. I know she has like one more effect. Yeah, level 7 or lower tuner synchro monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or banish. You're going to use, yep, that's it. So yeah, she's one of the most important cards in here. You'll end up on her at all times. So yeah, she's just good, bro. Just one of her. And again, you can, let's say you go summon out effect to retrieve a spell tracker back from your graveyard, and if they want to go chain imperm to target this, you can literally go chain effect, send a spell tracker to graveyard, and then nothing on res, and then you can chain one of these to bounce this card back, right, to summon them and then put her back. So like these cards will always be good, you know what I mean? Bouncing back. As if for those other 8s is just one Visas Samsar, or one Visas is just search out trap card. That's all it's for. It's part of your combo. So you summon this out, search out, then you can link with this away, synchro, do what you want, but he will not stay for long. So yeah, one of these. For the 10s, I am actually running one Satellite Warrior, one Black Winged Assault Dragon, and then I am running the one Chaos Angel. I'm not running Chen Ying because like I don't exactly banish in here besides Chaos Angel, so there's no real reason for me to actually run Chen Ying, if that makes sense. Extra deck is very tight, but this is what I feel comfortable with. This is for burn, and it's a free summon too, so this can win you in time. This is just a big interruption. So like your 2 interruptions actually are, well, your 3 actually are these 3 right here, which you summon one off of your trap card, and you summon the other one off of your Diabells. So like you could summon out this to pop everything, summon out this to book everything, banish a card, pop a spell and trap card. Like you could summon this out, right? Summon this out, pop a spell and trap card, chain effect, synchro summon these 2. You can make either one of these, and then you could pop even more cards for free. So that is why I do have that in here for those. For the links, we are actually running the one Closed Heaven, the one Silhouette Rabbit, one SP, access code, and then the one Underworld Goddess, because again, extra deck is kind of tight, but I wanted to run these in case I do get hit with a D barrier, and summoning out this using 2 of your monsters is type crazy, so it's not just for Fiendsmith stuff, so you keep that in mind. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy that. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. See you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.